What's going on? How y'all doing? If you a Denver Nuggets fan, you got to explain this to me. 8 points in the first quarter. So OKC beat Denver. Series tied 2-2. And y'all wonder why I'm a conspiracy theorist. How is it the road teams are just winning and it's like nothing? And this series is really strange. Because if OKC doesn't fumble and just finishes out, it's a 4-0 sweep. And for all them numbers that Jokic puts up and how great he is and how people want to put him with the cream of the crop, he's not effective as a leader. He's struggling. Yeah, he puts up 27-13, but he's struggling. And Michael Porter Jr., if he don't get off a milk carton, I don't know what to tell you. Braun came up big. Westbrook didn't do a whole lot tonight. Jamal Murray was 17, but they came back and had a lead after scoring 8 in the first quarter. Let that sink in. What? I didn't look at okay. This ain't the Sonics with Gary Payton and Sean Kemp and Hershey Hawkins, the old George Karl and Nate McMillan putting a full court press and holding you to some 8 points. What is that? And then you score 17 at the end. So if I put OKC's 27 in the fourth quarter or 29 in the fourth quarter, they still outscored you from the first and the fourth quarter. How do you justify that? What happened to this high potent offense? Denver is struggling to finish games out. They are very lucky. Now, I know you got rid of your coach, but Jokic 3 times, MVP and all this. I got to hear about all these Jokic fans come on, tell me, oh, he this and that, and he can't lead a team properly. And if it wasn't for the fact that Shea and them are kind of green in some of this way, this would be a 4-0 sweep. Because they've been outplayed by OKC in all 4 games. It took Aaron Gordon hitting that 3 in game 1. And then it took him hitting that game tying 3 to get it to overtime 2 nights ago. They are within a couple shots from being down at least 3-1, if not being swept for all the high and mighty. And they're not a scrub team. They starting, but Michael Porter Jr., come on, man. Jay Will got it on for OKC. They were able to hit the boards. This 3-point shooting is atrocious. Percentages are just horrible. I'm just looking at this thing like I am stomped. Because all these road teams win. The home teams don't really have home court advantage. And the teams that I think that have been there and done it, like the Nuggets did and the Celtics, the last 2 teams to win a chip, are just looking like they don't know how to finish games up. Or in Denver's case, they are having offensive problems because they couldn't even crack 90 tonight. And they haven't really looked that good. And really, to be honest with you, they had a little bit of a run in game 3 and in the first game, but they have not looked that good. It's just that Shaden made some suspect moves and then they cost them late. They finished them up. I'm going to tell you like this. This series could go 7 and it could tip. It just depends on common sense and who's going to do the good job of coaching. But it comes down to the main guys. But this dead heat for who's in. Well, Shea, he did 25, 6, and 6. But the thing is this. OKC's the better team. I'm watching it in the real time. I don't see how the Nuggets are even in this series. I don't. Because they're not doing particularly well. And for that front that they got, they just don't come up big. They lucky to be in this series. OKC is just a young green team in a matter of finishing out and doing some things. And sometimes Shea got a little heavy-handed, but Denver's embarrassing. I mean, really? 8 points in the first quarter? Are you kidding me? You got some cats who can score 8 by themselves in a quarter. And this is just a bad look at home. I mean, you could have gone up 3-1. You could have stole a series when you didn't really play that good. Denver is always into long-winded series and eventually hope they catch a break. I hope not. I hope OKC finish them up. I really do. And I think they're going to win game 5. And we'll see what happens in game 6. I just think OKC is going to win it. And I think with the way things are going, they can beat Denver. I know they can because I've been looking at the eyeball test. The eyes don't lie. That's why these series are strange. And they feel like they fixed because all these road teams winning and everybody's all parroting everybody. But I got more issue with the Denver Nuggets and the Celtics. The Celtics for not finishing what they clearly been the better team. They down 2-1. And the Nuggets, because aside from a last second shots and plays, they haven't really put together a consecutive game. They're very fortunate. They've been getting outplayed for the most part. It's just that they got caught fire in certain sectors. But OKC, and if OKC could get it together, this series is over. But tell me what you think. And as far as Mr. Jokic go, he ain't look that hot overall. Turnovers, some of the shot selections. He don't look like that robot like that. I'd do him a solid by putting him at the table with Moses Malone and Elijah. But he ain't part of the main four. He ain't with no Shaq. He ain't with no Wilt. He ain't with no Russell. He ain't with no Kareem. So y'all need to stop that. Because he can't even be dominant in this series. In this cupcake time when Chad Hogan, he can't even dominate that. He's struggling. And he can't get his troops to wake up and to do nothing. He can't really motivate. So I don't know what to tell you. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like it. The membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.